Hey guys, today we're going to do a review of the BlueWind 12-inch tripod. Comes with a cell phone clip. It's your traditional stretchy top type that clamps down on the top of your cell phone, and it does open up enough to handle a larger iPhone Plus or any of the larger Android phones. And it also comes with a action camera / GoPro mount if you happen to have one of those types of cameras. Alright, so the tripod itself has these rubberized kind of segmented legs that fold down to a nice kind of round circle and gives an actual really nice grip. This is something you could definitely use underwater or if you're climbing or something. Much better than your standard tripod legs when they come together. They fold out and sit nice and flat. They snap into the bottom of the base using kind of a ball and socket, and they will pop out if you bend the legs too far out, try to stretch them too much. One nice thing is that the legs have a little bit of flexibility of where you put them, which can be handy. And they do bend, but it's not the kind of legs you're going to wrap around a pole or something. They're not that flexible, but they're definitely good for hanging over something or just giving you a little bit of adjustment. They're easy enough to straighten back up. Alright, back down on the table it goes. Alright, so one nice thing about this is it's got a nice ball and socket head on it, and it's got a large wing nut, which is really handy if you're wearing gloves or just some tripods have a very small wing nut, but this one's a good size one. You get good rotation. You get full 90 degrees forward in one direction and a little bit of rotation, probably 15-20 degrees in the other directions. One other feature it has is this little button up here, which at first I didn't even realize what it was, and there's nothing on Amazon about what it actually does, but I'll show you that in a second. Also comes with a bubble level, which actually is quite nice because with flexible legs it's sometimes difficult to get these things leveled out. Okay, so this little button up here, if you thread this screw all the way in, it tightens up and keeps this button from moving at all. But if you back the screw off, gives us a little bit of space, and push the button in, then you can slide the release on the top off to take your camera off quickly. That's kind of a handy little thing if you want to take your camera off your tripod real quick, even just to maybe put it on the clip. Sometimes it's hard to do it while it's on the tripod. This way you can just pull it off and thread your adapter on there, or just take your camera off and stick it in your pocket real quick and be able to put it back on without having to twist it back on. The bubble level does work and it snaps right in, and you're good to go. If you want to tighten up the clip to make sure it doesn't come out, but it stays pretty secure even without it tightened up. Alright, so let's go ahead and throw a phone in here. This is a Motorola, standard 5¼ inch screen, and it slips right in no problem, holds it nice and secure. In fact, the little rubber pad on top is wider than some cell phone clips are. I've had problems where they don't really hold the top in fully, but this one does. It holds it on there nicely. Gives you good rotation. Like I said, you can go all the way 90 degrees down, get some good angles to the side. Sometimes you just have to turn the head around there to get it facing the way you want, so you can completely get the camera located how you want it. Like I said, the wing nut's nice and big. It makes it easy to do. It's easy enough to take the phone out. You just pull the clip up or just twist your phone. It pops right out, no problem. Alright, let's take this adapter off and we'll throw on the included adapter that comes for the GoPro style action camera. You probably, if you have a GoPro, you probably have about a dozen of these laying around. Seems like they throw them in with everything. Anyways, if you've never used one, you just back the screw out. You've got the 3 blade on one side, and on the action camera clip there's usually a 2 blade. Just slip it in, throw it on, tighten it up, and you're good to go. Pretty nice little setup. Gives you lots of flexibility. Again, anytime you have a tripod that has adjustable legs, sometimes it's difficult to get it perfectly leveled, and so you got to think about that. But this one's pretty easy to work with. The clamp is good. It really does tighten down. It's a good ball and socket, so it really does lock in tight when you crank that screw down. Alright, so once you get your camera on there, you can fold these legs up again. Like I said, this really does give a good secure hold on the legs. Just got to make sure everything's tightened up nice, and you're good to go. You can use it almost as a selfie stick. One thing I really like about this is that the bottom of the feet are rubberized, and so that gives a good grip on whatever surface you're putting it on, which really helps out on a tripod so it's not slipping and sliding around on you. All right, there you go. The only other thing I noticed is this is referred to as a 12-inch tripod, but honestly it's closer to about 10 inches long, and once you put the legs out, it's about 9.5 inches tall to the top of the platform. I guess my camera lens is about 12 inches off the ground, so maybe that's what they're referring to when they call it 12 inches. All right, well, thanks a bunch for watching. Don't forget to click the thumbs up.